Deep in Kivumbini slums in downtown Nakuru is Godson Chagema. At only 19, he towers 6 feet. He sprawls on the sofa in his father's house, hunches over his passport and declares his spirit is in the United Kingdom. He murmurs his name on the invitation letter from Manchester, ferrets the sitting room for his jersey and sneakers.
Aya, Jakarta invitation imekuja, ndio. So invitation imekuja, wakaniambia je, trials zitaheldiwa on November date something, I don't really quite last year. So invitation ya kwanza COVID ni nani.
Chagema describes himself as a man of faith. He counts himself lucky for emerging the only African under 20 years to make it for the trials at the prestigious Soccer Academy in Manchester, United Kingdom. If he passes the rigorous trials there, he stands a chance to play for renowned teams in European Premier Leagues. He has always yearned to play competitively and rebuild primary school in neighborhood, put up a better church for his father, and bring renown to his country. His dalliance with soccer saw his father, a 52-year-old evangelist at a local church, wager his 5-year savings on his son's long-awaited chance to shine on the global stage. When we caught up with him at his father's house, he could not stop gazing at his passport and the picture he took with Nakuru Governor Kenyans on the day he received his invitation letter to the academy.
Passport ni siku nilifuta last year, January kwa ikianza, nikashika tu passport yangu mapema, ile tu ile kushika kama imani, unaweka kama as a sign of faith. Nikachukua passport last year. MCA kanishughulikia visa, amenishughulikia county government na Nakuru kanishughulikia accommodation, hiyo balance, hizo areas zilikuwa zimebaki na ticket.
Just 500 meters away, the excitement about his success is palpable among young men jogging on St. Teresa's Primary School playground. Here, Chagema practices his sport every evening before proceeding for a night shift at a local milling company. The soccer enthusiast eyes goalkeeping as his specialty in his soccer exploits. His coach described the soccer buff as diligent. Chagema is an inspiration to the vulnerable teammates like him who come here every evening to enhance their prospects of the teams everybody in town talks about. While the enthusiasm characterizes activities on this playing field tackle in the middle of the slum in downtown Nakuru, there is an undertowing anxiety. Chagema, the leading light of the wannabes, may not be able to train at the Coveted Academy without basic necessities like sneakers, jerseys, and personal effects. The soccer ace is grateful to the county government of Nakuru for meeting his travel expenses by securing him a return ticket to the United Kingdom. He says the academy promises to cater for his living expenses and training, but will not provide trainees with personal effects and assorted training gear.
Very ready, but still kuna zile expenses kama a family. Unajua kuna si kila kitu ukisaidiwa na mtu steady niko nazoea. So kuna zile kama kuna last year walinipatia kits, wala gloves walinipatia. So nimeisha hapa, nimeisha yani vile nimetrain kukula training. Hii pia ni county government hii na hizi pia ni county government mpaka zimeisha, hata shule sasa kuna kitu mpaka Mungu imekuwa kubwa, imevagro kiatu. So kuna zile vitu kama niende huko, unajua huko for trials unajigaramia kila kitu mpaka nguo au duka inakupatia ni socks.
So kuna vitu vichache ambavyo tunahitaji. Kama kuna mavazi ya baridi, kuna mavazi za baridi, na pia anahitaji mavazi ya hizo za sports. Sababu kule kwenye anaenda Manchester hawatapatiwa. Hizo tuliambiwa kwa hiyo barua maelezo wakienda wawe nazo mavazi. Na hizo hapo na hizo za sports, hata viatu za mpira zenyewe.
His parents have exhausted their savings on his dream and have to fend for his younger siblings too. An avid soccer player has spent all his money on buying a pair of sneakers and clothes which has been using during his training sessions to hone his skills. The clock is ticking. Anxiety bites every hour. Chagema can only bank on well wishes to support his quest. His father, Donald Chagema, accompanies him to the training session, lest his son ambitious lose steam amid the despair. The soft-spoken evangelist who speaks with a guilt in his eyes says he never wanted his second-born son to become a footballer. He wanted him fixed on a more rewarding career. His son's passion, however, for football made him to resign to the fact that his opinion will not change it. He wants authorities at the county and national levels to support many talented but needy youth like his son, saying this is the only way to protect them from straying into crime. He opines that raising a child in what he describes as an aura of hopelessness and despair is every parent's nightmare, but reprieve lies in the sustained multi-sector support for the energetic and talented young.
Pia tunahimiza vijana wetu pia katika mitaa. Tunaweza kuwahimiza pia waweze kuventure in sports kwa sababu tunasema sports pia inalipa. Na pia tunaweza kusema hivi kumekuwa na mambo mingi kwa mitaa zetu na pia tunaona pia through sports inaweza na other disciplines pia inaweza kututoa kwa mambo mingi katika mitaa. Mambo ya insecurity, unapata vijana wanajihusisha na mambo za madawa, lakini tunasema through sports pia inaweza kutupea motisha na pia kuinua vijana katika jamii.
For the hopeful young Chagema, his average day is now about constantly dating glances at his handy mobile phone for any good news from the family and friends.
Na pia tunasema hivi kijana pia tunampea motisha na pia kuwe good example to the others, na pia tunasema all the disciplines within our ward kwa sababu sasa ndio anatubeba kama fraternity yetu ya hapa na pia inaonesha pia hapa mtaani pia tuko na talent.
Until then, he has a co-businesses staying true to his training regime in order to be worth the opportunity at the academy. As a man of faith, he says his vision will come true. Davis Media, Ebru News.